G'day, Chief. Welcome to the Chief podcast and this special episode, which we call the Mini Chief. These are short, sharp highlights from our fabulous CEO guests, where you get a 5 to 10 minute snapshot of the highlights from their episode. Righto, Chief. Without further ado, here is the Mini Chief episode for this week with Isabelle Nüssli. Isabelle, in your book, you talk about a collaboration contract. This is a particular one solution you provide to this challenge of conflict. Can you explain what a collaboration contract is, so people can have a clear understanding of how they might go about that?
Yes, so it's a concept I created. So it's based on a psychological contract. So when a person enters an organization, he or she forms a so-called psychological contract with the organization. But since an organization cannot be part of a contract, and I'm not talking about the transactional written contract, I'm really talking about the psychological contract that's not written. It's just you bring your experience, you have expectations, and you hope that that your needs get met. And so again, it's psychological, but since an organization cannot be part of a contract, usually the other person at the table strongly influences this contract, and very often it's the chairperson for the CEO, and often vice versa, but could also be a board member or a shareholder for the chairperson. So I developed this CCCC Chairperson CEO collaboration contract, which is a type of psychological contract, meaning it's not written. And so it's the two of them sit at the table and talk through different topics such as trust. What does trust mean to you and me? How are we going to increase our trust level? How do we go about it? Or another topic is power. What does power mean to you? How are we going to treat the division of power? For example, at the press conference, who takes how much airtime? What if? And also role clarity. What does the role? What does it mean to fill the roles? So I developed this. It's a framework, and the idea is really for the two of them to talk through. And it's important that they get to communicate, so that they spend time together, get to know each other, but also work through these topics. And it's ideally, this process is facilitated by an independent moderator, because if not, either one person, not one person is superior, so so it's important that that person does not exercise power.
Yeah,
so
the other power plays out, right? Yeah,
and or vice versa. It can also be the informal power that one person holds. So I recommend that it's facilitated, and these two can always decide whether they want to reveal part of the outcome, or at least just that they've completed the contract, whether they want to reveal it to the workforce or not, or to the board. And this contract also includes a part that's directed towards self-reflection. So that's a part that's not talked out, just that each person thinks about, okay, what's my pattern? What's my worldview? How has it been shaped, and how does it affect the way I act and behave, and is it still productive? And when does my ego get kicked in, and do I want that or not? And is it beneficial for the relationship or not? And how can I contribute to the improvement of the relationship?
Well, that's fantastic. And as I said, that contract and to have that conversation is in the book, but I would support you in saying you should have someone help facilitate that, so you don't have the power struggle playing out, and the very thing that should be stopping it, right? Righto, Chief. There you have it for this week with our Mini Chief episode. All the links and resources, including to her book, can be found at chiefmaker.com/321. And if you'd like to stay in touch with Chiefmaker, just go to chiefmaker.com/subscribe. Now, are you in need of an operating rhythm? An operating rhythm is that schedule of meetings. Actually, it's a bit more than that. It's a system, the drum and beat of your team.
And what it will do if you get it right is it will create the culture, it will drive the results, it will bond the team together, it will handle risk, help you see around corners, create creativity, embed the rituals and traditions of your team. There is so much that an operating rhythm can deliver when done right. So Chief, if you'd like to know how to do that, just get our full free resource on it. Just go to chiefmaker.com/operating rhythm, and there's a detailed PDF there with all the hows and whats and whys, some of the pitfalls, and an example schedule for you to follow. chiefmaker.com/operating rhythm, and create the drumbeat for success in your team.
Righto, Chief. As always, remember to stay epic.